Hey guys, this is day 2 of Armwrestling Everyday. Now this is the pull-up program that I was mentioning yesterday. I finished day 1 yesterday, and obviously supposed to do day 2 today, but no chance I was going to be able to do it. I'm just way too sore. Here, I still try one as soon as I walk in the gym, and immediately lots of pain. So pull-ups are not going to be in the books for me for at least 3 or 4 days. Just got to find something else to do. So I ended up doing some RDLs. And I said I was going to do pushing exercises maybe, but like I said, just too sore. But these felt good. I've always wanted to work on my core stability and just my posterior chain. I think that was always my, I don't say weak point, but so when I would do like heavy deadlifts or Olympic lifting, which is squats, deadlifts, Olympic lifting is what I mostly did in high school. Definitely my leg drive is the strongest link in the chain. My back, and I think because of that, my back suffered from I had a lot of back problems. And yeah, so 40 pounds here, trying to keep it light, make sure everything's feeling good. And yeah, felt good to do these, and then obviously it wasn't easy. I think my CNS still needs a lot of catching up to do in terms of just how hard I can push myself. It's really bad. I mean, things that I knew I could do pretty easily, maybe like a couple of years ago. Now I feel like I'm about to puke and I get all lightheaded, and it's pretty awful. But I'm sure I'll get back into shape in some time. So second set done of 12 reps, and my last set right here. After this, I'm going to move on to doing some pronation and cupping with the cable machine. So I wanted to talk about sort of what I think my biggest strengths and weaknesses are as an arm wrestler, what I want to focus on in terms of my training, and yeah, I think that's a good place to start. So I think one of the things that I've been noticing a lot more lately as I've been going to practice is that my biceps are really, really behind. And I know a lot of people say a full range bicep curl, a bodybuilding bicep curl doesn't translate to arm wrestling, it's irrelevant, blah blah blah. Well, obviously I get that, but at the same time my biceps are really weak, and when you're generating back pressure, you're not doing a bicep curl, but at the same time biceps is part of the chain, and it's probably the weakest link of the chain. Maybe I don't know, you can say pronation, but anyway, your biceps are definitely involved. And the fact that I can maybe only curl with max effort 50 pounds, 45 pounds one arm, and I know for a fact that a lot of all of the people that are arm wrestle can rep that for 10 plus, right? So maybe like you could even be more accurate with a half range bicep curl, but either way, I'm pretty certain that my biceps are my weakest link in the chain right now. Gotta work on my biceps a lot. Definitely gonna do a lot of cheek curls, half range curls. Like I've seen a lot of these arm wrestlers doing on YouTube recently. Yeah, and I mean, it's not like my hand and wrist, obviously gotta work them every day, but one thing I do notice is when I come back from practice, like my arm is, when my arm is trashed, it takes like 2 or 3 days for my hand, wrist, forearm to fully recover, like no soreness, but my elbow joint stays sore for, I don't know, weeks, and I mean, sometimes it just stays, and maybe that's the difference between, you know, damage to your muscles versus tendons and ligaments. But at the same time, I think it just shows that I'm not really utilizing good technique. I'm using too much joint. I'm not utilizing enough back pressure. And I think that's just because my back pressure is weak. And I think that's because my biceps are really weak. So that's definitely something to work on. I think in terms of strength, I think I have I have good fingers, and cup comparatively. I can usually hold on to that even if all the other things are going. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I can keep track of the weight I'm moving with bicep curls, maybe set up like 2-3 different exercises, track my progress, see how I feel. Yeah, so I just got done with cupping, I think, or maybe I've done a few sets here, but so I'm doing cupping. The water bottle, I learned from Voice of Arm Wrestling YouTube channel how to do it, how to do cupping without professional handles. Pronation, well, I mean, what I'm doing is, I guess, pretty standard, just back pressure and pronation, sort of. Although I'm really trying not to use anything else besides my. Well, that's not true. Yeah, actually, I take that back. I am definitely using a lot of arm and, I guess, cheating, but at the same time, I'm a lot more focused on how it feels and learning the movements instead of reps or weight or form, anything like that. And I think isolating for arm wrestling, I mean, I think it's fine if you don't like isolate. You're not bodybuilding. So yeah, here, again, more cupping. I think the weight here is about 20 pounds, maybe, because it's a 4 or 3 on the weight stack. So pretty light. I had a little bit of an issue with just how it felt. It felt a little off. It felt a little weird in my hand. Felt like the water bottle was a little too far on one side and didn't seem like in the right place, and the straps on my hand, and everything felt a little bit uncomfortable. But again, I'm just learning these movements, and you know, it's like homemade equipment, and I think definitely did its job. I got a nice pump. My forearm, actually, I was planning to do I got grippers from Amazon a couple days ago. Planning to do some grippers and like wrist curls with a dumbbell afterwards, but I was too pumped, and I thought it'd be better to save it for later, so I'm gonna have to do this every day. Yeah, here you see I'm placing this piece of tissue at the back of my hand. Something I learned from Engin Terzi's video, how to get that extra range of motion from the neutral to the I guess winning side of pronation. Because if you put it normally, the weight kind of gets transferred to the back of your hand, and you don't really get the tension anymore once you get to the neutral position. So, I mean, pronating from a fully supinated position, I guess it's still good, but I think the piece of tissue definitely helped. I think I started off without it. Felt weird. I was looking for something to try that with, and I found just the gym had like paper towel set up, so I just used that, folded it up. Yeah, so I think I'm doing 3 sets for both exercises, both arms, about 20-30 reps each. After this, I have one more set of pronation, and I think I do 2 sets of riser exercises, which normally I keep my riser engaged and I do sort of full curls, and this time I wanted to save my biceps again, so just kept my arm static and actually moved my wrist up and down. Put a lot less weight, ended up doing a 1 on the weight stack, but still felt the pressure. I mean, still got sore. It's such a small muscle and a small movement, so glad I tried that out. I mean, to be honest, I don't really get working out your riser that much. I don't really feel it even when I'm arm wrestling. Like maybe I guess I do feel it, but I don't really feel that it's limiting me, and I don't really even get how to work it out. It just feels like such a small thing, and I don't really, it's not like I feel sore or anything. So definitely a lot more to learn about that. And so yeah, that was pretty much it for my workout. It took about 30 minutes. Yeah, got in there at 5 a.m. It didn't wake up early. I stayed up all night, so it's actually kind of bad that I did that, but it's nice. I was looking forward to this workout all day yesterday, and just filming and editing and putting it on YouTube. All this stuff, it's super exciting. I'm pretty motivated right now, and I'm sure the motivation will wane over time, and it's only day 2, but I'm excited for what this is doing for me, and I'm hoping I'm going to see a lot of progress. Yeah, so this is my last set of pronation. You'll see 2 more clips of the riser exercises, and that's it for today. So thanks for watching, guys.